Can I? Zero. There we go. Okay, good. Sorry, I went a bit too far away for some reason there. Lovely. Oh, it's old. Here we go. Oh, not that one. Not that one. This one. There we go. That's my emoji. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much. Love it. Love it. Whoa. Amazing. Cool. And I can go really close to you like this. I'm watching you. Right. I'm watching you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Awesome. Alrighty, let's fix more bugs. Thank you so much for the motivation.
OMG lol.
OMG? Yes, I will do that. I will do that to people. If you're misbehaving, I will just show you. I can watch you right here. I'm looking right at you. Yes, that's right. But anyway, it's alright. Let's fix more bugs. We'll fix more bugs with Dash. Excuse me. Okay. Now, we've fixed finally the stun. Okay, so he can be stunned, he can be knocked back. That's great. That does set up a little bit of the infrastructure for using the hammer when we get around to it, alright? So when we actually use the hammer on, well, any clam really, we've got the infrastructure there to make that happen. Especially with Dash at the moment, we have to fix it with the others again, smoothing it. But the issue I want to fix now is that he seems to take a step forward towards Cheeky whenever he sees him before he starts charging up. So, I don't like that. And the reason I don't like that is because I don't think it doesn't feel right. It does not feel right. It might make sense if he does it if like Cheeky's like one step away from him, but like if he's like quite a far distance away from him like this or something like that, it doesn't make sense for him to move forward one like that. So let's have a closer look at what's causing issues there. So where did we have it? Okay, I don't know what's going on there, why he moved forward. That was a bit weird. I did notice that. When he hit the wall, he didn't stay in the one spot, he just slid forward. It's like, what? Why are you sliding forward, man? You're supposed to not be doing that. No, he did it properly there. No issues. Okay, is he just moving forward or something? Like, yeah, he's just moving forward consistently every time. Okay. Oh no, it's not every time. Yeah, okay, it's not every time. It's just it's a random selection. Okay, that's cool. So that is actually working properly. I don't know why he would go forward again, though. Sometimes like that. That's a bit weird. I think that might have something to do with going forward when, you know, see Cheeky or something like that. Yeah. All right. Let's fix that. Let's make sure he doesn't just move forward. All right. So before we dive into the events, we need to understand why he's doing that. Okay, so what actually happens here? So he's got he's about to rotate and to look at Cheeky. Now he should just charge up and then just shoot out, grab him, bar. That's it. He shouldn't move forward a step. So what's causing him to move forward? Are we giving him a move step? Because the only way clams can actually move if we give them move steps, right? It's part of the whole. It's part of their whole artificial intelligence. So if we give him a move step when he sees Cheeky, that could explain it. Welcome, Elzingy, to the Wolf Den. Welcome. Welcome indeed. Okay, so we're rotating. We're going to save it here because there's a pretty good spot here, right? We're going to save it here. We're going to have a look at our highlight here. Fantastic. Rotate target direction. We're just going to step this. We're going to press this button that steps forward a tick, right? So we're going to see him slowly rotate until he meets Cheeky. So we're still in, as we can see. Oh, actually, you might not be able to see it too well because of stream avatars. So I'll bring it up here. Hang on, I might just see if I can move this upward a bit and scroll down a little bit here so you can see it. Fantastic. All right, so we've got down here. We've got rotate to target direction. That's the status string of Chomp. So basically, the way that the way I like to structure all AI characters these days is just everything runs under a status string. So whatever status they're doing there has there's a number of code under that status going. Okay, let's do this.
Due to work obligations. Hope your stream goes well, Hypo dear.
No worries. Thank you so much, Athena. And yeah, thank you again so much for the gifted subs. That's amazing. And thank you so much for making me 300% or more mood, 350% or more mood. And have a lovely day. Congratulations again on the Hype Train Conductor. And hope work goes well for you. Thank you so much. Have a good Boxing Day. Lovely. You're definitely being in my clip montage. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay, so dash, rotate target direction, everything.
Closing parenthesis.
Everything is simply in status strings. So if they're in under a status string, that means that essentially in most cases everything just falls under the status string, right? And that's just how everything just operates. So that's why I put a status string there. If there's a problem with a particular character or clam, we can just go over to the status condition that governs this and find out what's actually wrong. So something's actually changing here. Sometimes it is an issue, like we discovered before, which was there was something overriding the status string on an external level, like a movement level, and that's what was causing the problem before. So there is a bit of that, but essentially all code are under the status string, and there's a condition under everything just runs under that status string. So it's easy to sort of scope into, you know, what events or code that's under that particular status. So in this particular, in this particular case, we are going really slowly. We're doing, we've got everything basically on pause, and we're pressing a step key that is going to step through every tick that happens, and we're just slowly watching how the game sort of operates here. So we've got rotate to target direction is still the state. I'm expecting this to change at some stage. In order for him to move, he needs to be able to, he needs to be in a particular state. But he also needs to have what's called move steps, which is this down here. It's 0 at the moment, but I have a feeling we are giving him move steps. Now, if we're only getting one move step, we may not actually see this increment, but he does move for that reason. So we'll go step. We're on Chase Cheeky, fantastic. So Chase Cheeky is the thing, is the status string, and we'll just, okay, so he's moved forward, and we haven't given him any move steps, or at least we can't see that we have. Okay, welcome. So
E4 Ether.
Welcome to the Wolf Den. E4 Ether, welcome. So what we're going to do is we need to determine whether a move step is being allocated, or if we are moving a clam in some other way. I don't expect that we're moving the clam in some other way. The only unique part, apart from move steps, that actually has clams moving is when they're actually spawning. Their spawning sequence is a very, you know, step-by-step sequence in that it runs in a particular order. Whereas, and then we consistently provide a move step basically out of the spawn, but that's a little separate. This one we're not even, he's not spawning or anything. He's just seeing cheeky, and that's what's causing the issue.
Welcome.
Or at least leading into that.
Row.
Welcome, 8th row. Welcome to the Wolf Den. 8 row. Lovely. Good stuff. Happy Boxing Day, by the way, guys. I haven't wished you a happy Boxing Day or Christmas. Excuse me, I do have a bit of a cough. I am trying to manage it. Merry Christmas to everyone. That if it's still Christmas to you, or and also Happy Boxing Day to you as well. And thank you for coming in and watching my stream today. It's fantastic. So we've got Dash here, and we're going to try to work out whether a move step is actually happening. I can't see a move step incrementing here, which means that could mean a couple of things. We might be moving the clam outside of the move step function. I find that highly unlikely. Or we are actually giving him a move step, and it's just being processed under the one tick, so we don't actually get to see it. The only time we actually get to see the numbers changing is if for some reason when that tick finishes, that it is then that number. So then it displays on the inspector, right? So it does make it a little tricky when there's only one step in this case. Where it's we don't see the incrementation here. We don't see it increment. So what we're going to do is, we do know that the status is Chase Cheeky. So something in Chase Cheeky is giving him some kind of ability to move. So let's have a look at that. There might be something. It could be cross check. It could be we could be accidentally giving him some kind of movement because of Chomp's behavior. So we need to work that out, right? So we're just going to go over to Chase Cheeky group here. So we're going to just close all that. Oh no, that's clam chasing Cheeky. I'll just close all that. I'll open it back up here. There we go. Okay, so if you're not Chase Cheeky, set move steps to 0. That actually stops the clam from moving. So this is not causing him to move. But we do have clam cheeky direction. Now we just want to make sure that these other functions that we've got outside of that are actually not causing him to move. So we do have some kind of cheeky directions. This is the form of rotation. When a clam sees Cheeky, we just want to make sure that we check the direction. Where is Cheeky looking? Where is Cheeky in comparison to me? Right? I've just seen him. I'm facing the other way. I'm facing in a different direction, but I do have line of sight to him. I know he's there, so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to face him essentially. But I need to find out first what direction he's actually in comparison to me. So we run this function that checks. Okay. What clam are you? And then we go, okay, what direction are you in terms of the tile movement grid? You know, are you less than X? Are you greater than X? Are you equal Y? You know, all that. In all 4 directions. So we're checking which direction he's actually in. And then we call another thing called clam face cheeky. So we're calling clam face cheeky. So clam face cheeky is the next thing. Now we've determined. Okay, we've determined which direction it's in. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Right. And that is the target direction. By the way, I'm passing there. So the target direction is 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on which direction he needs to face in order to face cheeky. So he stops. He starts rotating. And then we face cheeky. That is the interesting one. So we pick an instance of the clam. Sorry. And then we go, okay, well, we need to set your target direction to the new target direction of whatever you've worked out up here. And then we check, are you currently in that direction or not? That's what these two do. If, for example, he is in that target direction, okay, so if he is in that target direction, we go, okay. Well, if you're not overlapping any obstacles, right? You're not rotating, then you can set it to Chase Cheeky. And we actually give steps here, and this is where I think the issue is, right? We actually give move steps here. And that's for every single clam, so every single clam's got a move step. So every time any clam sees Cheeky, he's going to go, okay, I'm going to move just 1 step. Right, so we're gonna work out how many steps we're actually giving here. I think that's conflicting, so we can easily change that. I'm gonna leave a little bit of a note. So this is conflicting between. So I think this just needs to be chomp essentially. So this is suitable for chomp, right? It's not suitable for the others. The others do not move necessarily towards Cheeky like this. So essentially we might simply just make this chomp and then we'll have a different one for the others, essentially. This is conflicting between all the other clams. Do not need move steps here. Should be able to easily just define this, by the way. Because, oh, hang on. That's not the color I picked. What's going on there? Why do you do that? There we go. Okay, so this is... this should be pretty easy because we can go, okay, are you chomp or are you not chomp, essentially. And then if you are chomp, then you do this. You give a move step. If you're not chomp, you don't give a move step. Okay, we do something else. But we don't do the whole chasing sequence here. All we're doing is we're just facing Cheeky, so it needs to stay on that. We're just determining whether move steps at this point of the whole situation is called or not. And apparently we're doing here a little prematurely for the others. So what we're going to do is we're going to create, we're going to move this, we're going to actually restructure this entirely. So we do have claim LOS Cheeky is not overlapping claim obstacles. That's fair enough. That will remain. Is not rotating. Yep, that will remain. I'm going to move this down here. We're going to have a sub event here that's going to do are you chomp? Okay, so we're going to go. I'm going to just bring that in there. I'm going to change that actual condition. Compare instance variable. Actually, yeah. So we're going to go clamp type. I think we're storing clamp types. Clamp type string. Are you chomp? Are you not chomp? Essentially. Basically, we're going to say, are you chomp? Give move steps. Else, don't. We don't need to do anything else. We can rotate to target direction at that point, actually. So we can just go, you know, rotate to target direction. Oh, hang on. This is under... yeah, he doesn't need to rotate target direction. We'll need to do something else. We just don't do anything, right? We just check to see if you chomp. That's it. If you chomp, give move steps. Otherwise, that won't really affect anything else. We're hoping that... I think that alone should be the solution. We don't need to do else or anything else. What we do need to do, though, is move this as a sub-event there. Because... we know if this is going to be chomp, that will run, and then, you know, that sub-event will just simply... we'll just go, yep, okay, you've seen Cheeky, and we destroy the silhouette, and then everything else just falls into place for other functions. So, no problem there. If we don't, if the current direction is not matching the target direction, then we simply rotate the clam. And that is standard across the board. So we don't need to worry about making any changes to that. That should be our solution. Let's just run that and see how we go. We're also going to save it. I haven't been saving it either, so let's make sure of that. It's very important to save your work. And we must not forget, so we're going to save it onto the next unsave. Just in case we need to revert back to some of the other versions of unsaved. This does take a bit to complete, by the way. You can't really see it right now, but there is a percentage happening on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. It is slowly going up because it is somewhat a large project. There's just a lot of assets and layers and things like that. And not layers, but layouts. And we should be done in just a second. There we go. Lovely. I like to wait for it to save, and then we open it up. And we see... let's see if he actually does move forward here. So he moves... okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. I'm not sure if that was... no, he's still doing it. He's still doing it. Okay, that's really frustrating. There might be something else that's giving him move steps then. That's a bug too. Yeah, so that's when he moves forward. This whatever's causing him to move forward seems to be causing him to just move forward when he's like stunned or something. I don't know. Really weird. Okay, let's find out. Okay, whatever's causing the move forward thing is definitely happening here. It's definitely causing him to do that thing with the wall as well. It seems to be the same thing. That's the feeling I get. It just makes sense. Okay, so we're just gonna save it here. So he's on that at the moment. We've got the timer here, so 2, 3, okay, we'll save it there. We're about to go into a finished stun state. So he's still stunned at the moment. The stun time just ended. Now okay, so he actually did the right thing there. Hang on. Okay. So I'm gonna save it. Okay, so that's where he didn't move forward there though, but he didn't face the direction, man. That's weird. I'm not sure if that's caused by the inspector. Because it doesn't seem like it happens when I don't do it. Okay, he's only doing it sometimes. That's weird. That's really weird. God, why do you do this? Why do you only do it sometimes? There's no reason for you to do it sometimes, man. Now you're doing the right thing and I haven't changed you at all. Why can't you reproduce what you're doing? Okay, Chase cheeky, I needed to get it at the start. Okay, I'll see if I can get him to do this thing. Knock back. Detecting collisions. Rotate target direction. No, he's doing the right thing now. Something along the lines is causing him to do this. This is the hard part sometimes. That just doesn't always seem to. It should reproduce, but it doesn't always reproduce, and it's weird because there's nothing. It doesn't seem like it's nothing's changing. That's different to the other times he does it. So there must be something really subtle changing, and I just don't know what it is. Detecting collisions, chase cheeky. He's facing the wrong way. How is he possibly? I just don't understand this. Current direction 1, target direction 1. Why is it target direction 1? It should be target direction 3. Yeah, that's weird, man. That's weird. What's going on? Clam face cheeky. This applies to everybody. We're not giving free steps to dash. Clam type strings dash. I'm checking chomp. That should stop there. Whoops. Chase cheese. Okay, maybe there's something doing it somewhere else. I don't know. Chase cheeky. Sure, there might be something in chase cheeky. We'll come back to that. Okay, Man. Alright. Clam face cheeky. Something else is happening here. The only thing I could think of is chase cheeky, which could be causing him to move forward. What is that? That's clear to move true. Oh, that shouldn't be causing an issue. Let's have a look at chase cheeky again. Chasing cheeky. Detecting collisions. He does go into detecting collisions. That's very true. But only if he can see. Only if he can't see cheeky. What's going on there? Can see cheeky. Yeah. So like, that's the situation there. Again, he still moves forward. It's so weird. He seems to be doing it all the time. Something else is doing this. Yeah. Okay. Righto. So that's fine. That's not running. He's not dashing. Or maybe? Stun time. 1. Snap cooldown. He does not move there. He moves there. Yeah, he moves there. Right. That's what I want to try and capture, is his actual movement. Okay, so he was a bit too slow there. Okay. Okay, so we, again, a bit too slow. Alright, I'll get it in a minute. Okay, so he's rotating at the moment. Alright, so let's have a look at him rotating. What happens to his status when he chase cheeky? No, he goes forward. He goes forward. He still moves forward. Okay. I might just say that he can't see cheeky. Yeah, might put that as a condition. It's a tough one. There's nothing moving though. Hang on. He's dashing. He's overlapping. We do move him here. Interesting. Add start. Okay, we'll have a short break. We'll find out what's actually going on here, and then we should hopefully end the night with a resolution to this issue.